In this video today, I'll show how I modified and textured a paper model of a Type 97 Chi-Ha medium tank using only paper and carton. This will also be a continuation of the video of where it's built. First, I remove the turret, then draw the outlines of the areas that will be cut. After cutting, I then add new parts made from carton to cover the areas and patch them with paper. Then, I made track and suspension textures using paper card and carton. First gluing the idler and drive sprockets, then the road wheels and return rollers, then followed by the tracks. Next, I'll start assembling the turret that will be modified into the 57mm main gun turret. I build the main compartment, then the commander's hatch and cupola. Then the turret ring. Then I glue on the hatch's texture. Next, I then cut along the outlines that I drew for the new turret. Then I glue on new panels and patch them with paper. Then to make the 57mm main gun, I roll up 2 strips of paper. Afterwards, I then added more texture, such as the rivets and the machine gun port at the rear. To make the distinctive crowned railing on the top of the turret, I used rolled strips of paper. Then with the remaining paper card, I added more texture to the hull, such as rivets, hatches, and air intakes. Then I added the Imperial Army Star, headlight, and machine gun. On the rear, I then added the tail light, number plate, tow cable, and hooks. Then added the machine gun to the rear of the turret. And to finish it, I made the set of tools, such as the shovel, pickaxe, and repair jack, then glued them on. I also textured the ShinHoTo turret with rivets, hatches, and a machine gun mount, plus a new 47mm main gun from rolled up paper. And to finish it, I added a custom-made tank commander. The figure was converted from an Ottoman artillery NCO, and the sword and goggles were made from paper and carton. Once finished, I have them primed and ready for painting. For the base coat, I used Luftwaffe Camo green. Then for the next 2 camo colors, I used medium brown and hull red. And for the distinctive yellow stripes, I used flat yellow. For the main gun, mufflers, and hatch interior, I used beige. For the exhaust pipes and crowned railing, I used a mixture of pale brown and flat red. The machine guns were painted with Gunmetal Grey. And the wooden stock and tool handles were painted with orange brown. And then for the tools and tracks, I used natural steel. The driver's view slit is then painted with pale blue. The headlight is painted with chrome silver. And the Imperial Army Star is painted with brass. The taillight is painted with flat red. And the number plate with black. And for the decal markings, I use off-white and flat red. And to make the markings clean, I use a strip of masking tape with a rectangle cutout. Painting the tank commander, I start on the flesh using Salmon Rose. Then for the uniform, I use a mixture of beige and Japanese uniform. And for the tank hat, I use leather brown. The holster strap is then painted using Hull Red. The binoculars and sword handle are painted with black. The goggle straps were painted using beige. And the goggle and binocular lenses were painted using pale blue. Then the sword handguard is painted with brass. And the blade is painted with chrome silver. For the uniform insignia, I use flat red and brass. Then for a flesh tone wash, I use a diluted orange brown. And for the main wash on the tank and uniform, I use a diluted black brown. Then I used a diluted Amaranth Red as a wash for the tracks and suspension. And to finish it up, I glued the tank commander to the open hatch of the ShinHoTo turret. That's also all for this video. I hope you'll like this one.